331.
Oh, well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Facilities Committee today, and we're glad to see everyone. So I'm calling the meeting to order promptly at 3:30, which is great. So did everyone have an opportunity to read over the minutes from August 9th?
Yes.
I haven't, but I'll
Do you want a few minutes to kind of go over it?
Yeah,
Wonderful.
Yeah. I'll catch them. I'll get them.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, I'll give you a couple seconds here. That's okay, give everybody a...
Minutes are always very thorough.
Yeah,
Got a lot of stuff in here.
Carolyn and Megan do a great job.
Chris? Yes.
Oh, Chris, I'm so
any-
sorry.
well,
Chris, I
any edits?
apologize.
Yeah, there's a typo in, but I can't remember what, like there's an O without an N.
Oh,
an on
okay,
or
okay,
something.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know,
Well,
so.
well done, Chris.
Heads will roll.
Again.
All right.
Did everybody have a chance? Okay, so do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Okay, thank you. Second?
Chris?
I can't second.
Oh, I'll second.
I don't
Second,
think.
okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous, which is good. Okay, we're now over to the report on the Council on Aging, and Ralph is absent today. Does anybody have any, did Ralph send any info over or anything?
He did not send anything with me.
Okay.
I do know they're going to have a recognition for volunteers.
Yes.
I think it's October 1st, but I wouldn't quote me on that one. Yep, and that's jointly with the fire department.
Okay. That's correct. Yeah, that is coming up in October. Okay. I did have one other question for the Council on Aging, because I don't know, last year also, I know the Council on Aging teamed up with the Health Department concerning COVID and getting COVID tests here, and I was just curious, because I remember you also had COVID tests available even in the community center, and I didn't know, are we doing that again with the Health
They
Department?
do come from the health department. I know that the health department had some available for people, but they didn't have the vast quantities that they got
Before.
that they did before. But I think that they have some available, or they did. And I know people can always call and check and see if there's any available. If they do get
Yeah.
any, we're always one of the first in line to get them. So we'll make sure.
Yeah, I just thought I'd mention it since
Yes,
Season's
absolutely.
picking up now, so,
Absolutely. We
yeah.
just ordered a lot of hand sanitizer for the building.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. Next is the Rec Department.
Yeah, very quickly, we spent most of our time last month talking about two things. One was the CPC articles. We are not going to be doing anything with splash pads this year. We put that on hold until we get a better understanding as to where we're going with it. First, location. Secondly, what it entails in terms of maintenance and construction and all that. But so we've just decided to slow down, pull back a little bit, and call in some people that are experts in the field that might give us a different sense of what splash pads are all about and what it takes to construct and manage.
Yeah.
Can I just ask,
yeah, go
I
ahead.
get mixed up on this one. This hasn't been approved yet by CPC?
No.
Okay, it would
No.
be an article,
No.
but not even submitted this year for next?
Nothing has been
Got it.
submitted for this year, as
Yeah.
it says, totally on hold
Yeah,
for this
thanks,
year.
got it.
We've got four CPC articles
Nice.
that we're pushing forward, if you will,
Yeah.
at town meeting, and they've been approved by the CPC committee,
Oh,
and we're moving on with those. This other time-consuming event that took place at that meeting was the pickleball people came in and had a lot to say about pickleball and the problems that they sense down there in terms of who's using the courts and why certain people use the courts and not other people not using them and so on and so forth. So that took about an hour and a half of our time. A lot of discussion about it, and we are pursuing a couple of things that we hope will satisfy all. You know, you can't be all things to all people. We just have so many courts, and you know, we have a large influx of commuters coming into town, and they want to play. But again, it's difficult when you don't have the kinds of infrastructure and the facilities to be able to satisfy everyone. So we've got to look at that as well. And So, posting up new signs and removing some pickleball numbers from one side to another and so on and so forth. Reconfiguring the entire court area, so that makes it a little more palatable for all that want to use the facility. We've set aside 2 courts for anybody who is
Like non-members
Yeah,
of the
non-members.
400-member
Yeah.
pickleball group.
Yeah, we set aside 2 courts, and with the understanding that these are open for anybody to use. But the other courts are basically for the members that have paid and so on and so
If
forth.
they've reserved them.
If they reserve them,
Yeah.
right.
I read that article.
Yeah, so, it's something that we're dealing with, and hopefully there has been some resolution to it. I know that Eric has been involved in doing some things with the pickleball people and get them to feel comfortable with our decisions, but it's very difficult when you have 400 members and then you have the tourists coming in wanting to play as well. So, you try to balance the whole thing the best you can. So that's where we are with it.
Well, that's good, and many other towns are having the same problem,
Yeah,
so.
yeah, right.
We're not the only ones.
Yeah, like noise problems and
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
else.
Yeah, but it's nice that we have 12 courts, that's wonderful. Okay, any questions for Vahan and Recreation Department? Okay, we're moving on now to old business. Carolyn?
Last time we met, I gave you the initial presentation I was sending over to the town administration as we start the budgeting process. And I have had time to reflect on a few of those things and move them into different categories. I went through our budget and tried to call all of the vendors that we use on a regular basis to see if there will be increases. So I'm just preparing all of us that the numbers go up. I mean, it's just the cost of doing business. We didn't add anything. This is just a dumpster cost more than it did 2 years ago. And so those are the things I just wanted to let you know that I projected that for the town administrator in the initial run through, but it is the preliminary process, and I will keep you all posted as we move through this endeavor.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any questions for Carolyn on budget or anything?
Thank you.
What kind of an increase are you?
They're just
anticipating?
percentage in each line item, so I haven't done the total
I guess.
overall.
Okay, thank you.
You know, the dumpsters might have gone up 3%, something went up 2%, I know, so just putting it all together to see. And if that's still, I know they recently went out to bid for the dumpsters, and so is there something else coming up that we could see about saving money if we combine?
Yeah.
So that's where I am in the gathering process.
Very good. Okay, new blinds installation?
Sure, last year at the budget time, the select board and the town administrator were good enough to include some new blinds, as the blinds that we have are 25 years old and are still not safety because of the strings that attached from them. So the new blinds are stringless, which is better. So they have, we've been in contact with them, they've measured, they're ordered, and we're just waiting for them to come in, and then we will schedule the actual installation. I'm truly trying to do it on some of the days one of the days that we have to be closed anyway, so that it wouldn't impede anyone. We have to take the lift up to put some up in some of the rooms, so just want to be as
Safety conscious.
and not interrupt the public's use of the building as much as possible. So, but I just wanted to let you know that is
En route.
en route off the list,
Sounds
or
good.
midway through the
Yeah.
list anyway.
Sounds good. How about community center staffing?
Yes. In the packet, I'm not sure which page it is, towards the back, I believe. You will see that there is a staffing sheet.
Does it say Dear Team?
Yes.
Got it.
So, yep. So, I sent that out. If you look, you will see that the community center, first of all, I should say, is open 6 a.m. till 6 p.m. on Mondays, 6 a.m. till 9, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and Saturdays from 8 to 4. It is other than police and fire, which I know are open 24 hours, we are open the most out of any other building. And I'm gonna be a betting gal and say with the shortest staff possible. If you look at the current staff, you can see there is barely any overlapping, and if it overlaps, it's Reagan who's running a program and Sam who's at the desk. There's never two people that are just at the front of the building and recently we have had a person who's been out for a few weeks ill. We've lost our summer help. He's gone back to school, which is wonderful and just what we want. Another one of our part-time employees got a full-time job in the town of Harwich.
Oh,
All
nice.
great things. Those are wonderful, except it has left us so short-staffed. You will see that on Friday at 6 a.m. That's who works. Nobody. I'm covering it as I can, but we are struggling. So we have posted it, but I know it's a problem in other places, but I need this board, this committee to know that it is of grave concern to me. I have relied heavily on the staff who have all stepped up. I cannot say enough about the commitment that the three people, I mean, that's so sad to say, but that's what we have.
Yeah.
That's
Has this
it.
is that new staffing is already approved?
It's part of the revolving fund for the
Fine.
weight room.
I got you.
It's not a full-time, it's a
Yeah,
19-hour.
A week,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. So that's
So
just
that person
filling.
would be doing what? Just,
Well, we
what,
need-
what are the duties of that person?
So everyone has, I mean, Reagan's duties are very different, but everyone has the same. There's no job that somebody doesn't do.
Okay.
You're opening the building, you're cleaning the weight room, you're helping our clients, you're booking rooms, you are servicing, I mean,
Can I ask
can't-
what is the hourly rate on that?
I think it was, I don't want to say it off the top of my head. I don't remember, but it's like 19 something, I believe.
Carolyn, we got 365 ball players. Many of them are retired that would love to have a part-time job.
Well, it's right on the website. We have things. We've printed it around the building,
Yeah,
so.
somehow we gotta get the word out to them. Can you put together a little blurb for me and I'll put it on the league web?
Sure, happy
Okay,
to.
help wanted, type of thing.
Yeah, sure, we have
Get
it.
something to me and I will pass it on to the commissioner and we'll,
Sure.
we have a very active website.
Okay.
And we'll see
That'd
if
be
we can
great.
get you some help with that, okay?
Sure. I
Be
appreciate
specific
that.
in terms of the hours you want.
Yeah,
and-
we have it. Yep.
And, the duties and
Well, you'll
responsibilities.
link it to the actual posting.
It is already linked to there.
No, I mean, what it
Oh,
is.
yes, we can
Yeah.
certainly.
Yeah,
Yes,
If you can get me that,
Yes.
I'll pass it on to him.
sure. We
And
can
we'll see
certainly
what,
send you the link.
because we
Yep.
got a lot of guys that might want a part-time job.
Excellent.
In
Excellent.
fact, I'm thinking about one already that he does our fields, and he does substitute works. He's done some substitute work up at Monomoy in the math department, but he's a guy that maintains our fields, and I think he might be looking for a job.
That's awesome. That would be great.
I'll talk to Vic.
Sure.
see
That
if
would be
Vic is
great. Yeah.
And
Well,
you'll have to excuse my naivete to ask the question, but this is just community center staff. Like the other two
Thank
departments.
you. That's my next, yes.
They kind of I don't want to say they do their own thing. They're in this building, but they don't help cover it.
They do not help cover, which is actually a concern of mine, and I appreciate that you just mentioned that. Recently, I have noticed that, so somebody will book an event. I'm gonna use Reagan. Reagan will book an event. My expectation is that that's Reagan's event. She is running that event. She is there because people, whether they're adults or children, have questions or need help. So sometimes people are booking events and they're saying, but the building's open and they're adults for departments. And that, I would like us to discuss that because I don't think that can be, it's not sustainable. We are literally, this morning I was the only one in the building and a recreation class didn't have anyone. There was no one there, so I was running for them. We had 2 people who needed to get into the building to do inspections. there was a men's breakfast, there was a senior sit and fit class. There was just no coverage, and I can't, we're happy to help where we can, but if you're setting up a program, I think that you should be there, and I would like this board to talk about it, and then we can make a recommendation to the town administration and select board about maybe
maybe to
doing
work
a
up a draft
policy.
policy, yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Do they have to have special certifications like CPR or any of that stuff?
Well, the town will always train, but
No,
all of the employees have to be
oh,
trained, and
that's what I'm saying,
yes.
that person has
Yeah.
to be trained?
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
so that should be in that notice.
Employees, yeah, it is,
Yeah.
it definitely
Okay.
is, yeah,
So,
and the town will do
I just
it,
wanna make it clear that whatever I send,
Yeah.
that's specifically what you're looking for.
yes.
Good point.
So the concern is departments who are housed here need to be, need to make sure
That they have a
those
staff
things they have
Right. They have
scheduled
coverage
have
for their
covered.
events.
for their own
Yeah.
events, it's
Right.
not, you can't just say, it's an adult, that would mean that we could just open the building and say, well, the
Anybody
weight
walk
room's
in,
all
yeah,
adults,
yeah.
that's,
Yeah.
we can't do that, we're all,
And
Yeah.
if
What
I
would
may-
be an example?
So like if the PTO is not gonna schedule a movie night
and just
for
leave
for the
it,
kids here and then just
exactly,
away.
not show up and chaperone it, just have 30 kids show up. and be like,
Exactly.
Yeah, we hit play and left.
Exactly.
You have to have somebody responsible for whatever,
Right.
whatever.
somebody who's
Right.
booking the
event.
event,
Right.
especially if it's a department, I mean, that, it just seems logical to me, but I don't think, I think that there's a misconception that because I'm in the building, or Reagan's here until 9,
You're in charge of
that people can just put an event and go away and
Yeah,
we'll
that
cover
can't
it, and
because
we're
the-
trying, but
the
we can't.
reality of it is, if someone signed up for a program, they had to do it through that specific department, and then I don't necessarily have the information on those people. And this actually happened where an incident happened, and I needed to get information on the individual to provide them with help, and I had nothing. I knew their
The
first name.
individual who had signed up for something.
Yes,
Got it.
I had no record of
Yeah.
their phone number. I needed to get in touch with their husband.
Yeah.
It was, and I had nothing because they didn't sign up through our department.
It's not our
So they
event.
just show, it's not our event.
Yeah,
So, for being here in the evening with programs going on and not being coverage can be,
Yeah.
if something were to go
Happen.
I have
wrong, it would
somebody
be,
in mind
yes.
that I'm gonna send over
yeah.
there.
But that's a different thing too. I'm talking about the actual departments needing
Right.
to send someone. They have to, you can't just book an event and walk away from it.
Maybe
You
we should
can't.
send a little note to everybody, just as a quick reminder, friendly reminder.
Right.
That
Well, I
if
think that maybe we could do a policy
a policy and make it
and then
clear.
send it to the town to
Right.
adopt so that it's not coming out of left field. I
Right.
thought that was already in existence. I mean, I know it was with my people I had worked with before in the,
Well, it makes
you want-
common sense, but it doesn't always, people don't always follow.
right.
Would you like one of us to draft something, or
I
do
would
you wanna
love
draft
that.
something?
I would love it. I mean, I'm happy to work if somebody wants to.
Heath, you want to
Yeah,
draft
yeah,
it?
I'm happy
Yeah.
to-
All
I'm
right.
happy to
Yeah,
work
that'd be
on it.
great.
Thanks, Heath.
Thank you, Heath.
Great, and we are team players, I wanna stress
Of
that,
course.
but we just, this morning was really the example, and someone, well, I don't know which one of you just said it was Friday
Oh,
the
right.
13th, boy,
Yeah.
if you were here this morning, you would have known it was.
It was the right day.
And it could be one of those things with like turnover in staff that.
Right,
it's
that it just got lost.
It's just, trying to get everybody back on the same page. So, yeah, I'm happy to
Yeah.
put something together.
Thank
But
you.
I do feel like that would be
That
one
would
of
be a
my
big fact.
top
Mhm.
priorities,
Yeah, right.
because we just can't
Well,
maintain it.
especially as you're outlining, you got a skeleton crew here. So to
Less
try
than.
so to try to manage other people's events while also just trying to keep the building open and manage the weight room,
Yeah.
And
the
just-
exercise rooms. so
Right, and
that's-
just to answer people's questions from their programs, I don't know the answers. I'll do my very best.
Sure.
I'll jump online, but
that makes
I
sense.
also don't want to give someone the wrong information for a
course.
program,
Right.
so.
Right.
Nice.
It's all about the best product we can provide to the community, right? And that would
Absolutely,
improve that.
absolutely, so.
I just want to mention too, because I know that you're going to send information to Von about a possible people to work. Are we also going to put it maybe in the Chronicle or something?
It's been in the
It's-
Chronicle,
it has- I
we've
haven't
sent
paid
it to
it-
the school,
Okay.
it's on the town,
I'm
we've
just
put
helping
it
see
in
if we
our
can get somebody.
newsletter.
Yeah.
We have, yes, I'm trying, I sent it to the chamber, we have signed up for a job fair.
Okay,
so-
that's
Good.
great. Yeah. Yeah.
Did I forget it? But I honestly, I feel like we're trying.
Yeah, well, yeah, everybody's looking for bodies, I can
Yeah.
understand, yeah.
So,
Okay, thank you, you're doing a good job, so
well,
we're backing you guys.
Yeah,
we appreciate that.
Okay, next one is upgrade position.
So I just wanted to mention that we, after I said all that, boy, what a segue in. There are some people in the building who are at different levels, but doing the same jobs, and I just wanted to make sure that the community center staff is at the right level. So I'm looking at all of the positions and making sure everyone is where they should be, and I just wanted to let you know that's another, these are some of the top things for me right now, is making sure that the staff that we have stays,
Yes.
because they're working so hard and
Right.
very
Yeah,
good at
right.
what they
It's
do.
difficult
And
when one staff member knows what the other staff member is
Yeah.
getting and so on and so forth, and
right,
it's just
so,
uncomfortable.
Right.
right, so.
and does that go through somehow
It
also
does, it goes through the town administrator's office and
in the union? Or
in the union, of
Yeah.
course,
Got
of
it.
course, so, yep.
Okay, this is good. All right, next, the Cranberry Harvest Festival.
It's here.
Yes, it is.
You see signs of it behind the building right now?
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. And we are excited to have them. It's actually one of the goals that I have is to, whenever we have large events, I know in the past sometimes people have said, well, we shouldn't have the building open. I feel the exact opposite. When there are large events, I like to showcase the building. I think that's when we want people to go, wow, look
Wow,
what's
this is-
happening
yeah.
here, and it's busy. The problem is going to always be the parking and
Yeah.
figuring that out. But Cranberry Festival is here. We have an exhibit on cranberries in the gym this year,
Oh,
which
nice.
is
Cool.
With
great.
Alan,
And
yeah.
Alan
Alan's
Hall, yeah.
lovely. And one of the art groups is still doing their Make It and Take It. And so there's just little things that are festivals outside, but we're part of
Doing
it,
both,
and
yeah.
we want to be part of that. So
Carolyn, on that note, I want to give you some kudos. Our guys that, we have 64 teams that came in, and they use the building. They come in, they go to the bathrooms or whatever
Sure.
else. They all commented, what an outstanding facility you guys have in Harwich. Now, these are guys coming from all the way up from Maine down to Delaware. And they were so positive about the restrooms out and back and the toilet facilities and the grounds and so on and so forth. I think that somehow should get out to someone, okay?
absolutely.
That the ladies don't like using the porta potty, so they come over here. I mean,
Sure.
and they just come back and say, boy, what a great facility you guys have over here.
And we really love
Send that
showing
out
it
to
off.
someone,
We
you know,
sure
let
will.
people
We
know that.
definitely do. And that's really what it's for. It's
Yeah.
the community's building, so it's lovely when people come in.
Yeah,
all over.
to piggyback on that and to emphasize what you said, I was in here for a little while the day of the primaries, and I know you were able to kind of keep the building and the weight rooms open and available during that time. I know it's going to be different in November,
Right.
but there were, just in the short time that I was here, there were several people that went up to the front desk to ask about applications for the exercise rooms,
Yeah.
because they were like, wow, this is great. They were, whether they were new
Right.
to town or what, or they just, they were definitely new to the building and were really impressed. And so it was nice to see, if everything was blocked off except for the gym,
Right.
that wouldn't have been the same experience.
Right.
Right. But I also wanted to say too, to kind of piggyback on all what both of you are saying, from the different events that we've had over the summer, outside people were very, very pleased with our community center, but especially with you two in particular, how you went way out of your way to reach out to other people through all the heat with the water and everything
It
else.
was the
So
water.
water, it was,
Oh.
it was nice to hear
Yeah.
positive things coming from people,
Oh, yeah.
how they appreciated what was being done. So thank you,
Nice.
ladies.
Good job.
Good job, because it was hard. Okay, anything else on the Cranberry Harvest Festival before we go?
I hope that everyone will come out.
I'll
I
be
know
there.
It's a great
Well,
It'll be kind
time.
of fun, yeah.
Where are they doing
family
the
did.
fireworks?
They
No
are-
fireworks.
No
No
fireworks.
fireworks.
No
this
fireworks.
Don't
They
bring it
were
up.
doing it, don't bring it up. Okay, thanks.
Lot of flutter on social media.
What's the reason for
Oh.
it? Anybody know?
I don't know the reason.
Anybody know the reason why?
I believe they're doing them in the wintertime. They're doing them around Christmas time.
Really?
That's what I believe, but I that's what I heard.
Interesting.
Because they did them last year in December, correct?
I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
Where did they do it?
Waquasit? What,
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
which year?
No,
Waquasit.
Waquasit.
I thought it was
Waquasit.
Waquasit. I think it was
Waquasit did
Waquasit,
fireworks,
yeah.
I don't remember which one.
Well,
Yeah.
that's not.
Yeah.
They're all
November,
lovely.
Right, right.
It's
They're all
not, but I
lovely
think
here,
it's
yeah.
the
Chatham does always for first night.
First
Yeah,
time,
they
right.
Yeah.
They do it two times.
Now, do you know if they need the parking facilities down the ball fields? I mean, you can park 300 cars down there very easily. You
For
know?
Cranberry Festival, I
Yeah.
don't know. They are setting up, but I'm sure
the
they
sign
have.
said the school.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure they've been coordinating
Because
with
if
the.
they usually close
police
that they
The
gate
gate.
that off Friday afternoon. Okay, so if you need, I'll make sure that it's open for you guys to get the word out. They can park down there if they want to walk.
It's going to be a beautiful weekend. Nice to
Supposed
walk.
to be
I
nice,
think it's
yeah.
supposed to be 80.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really nice. Okay, next, new business, Carolyn?
So the Mid Cape Men's Group reached out and invited both Reagan and I to come and talk about what we do, about the community center programs, events, and anyone who invites us, we go. I don't know if you know that about us, but we're happy to talk about what we do. I know it's shocking.
Have bag will travel.
That's right. We are happy to. They asked if we could bring some newsletters, and so we have newsletters and flyers, and we have the program books that we do. And we will really just go talk to them about the opportunities here and how maybe they want to partner with us on something. Reagan has really taken the initiative, and it's no surprise to this group because you see the budget. But our programming, we're doing so much of it, and our programming budget is small. So we have been fortunate to try and reach out to some organizations who've been able to help, and it is making such a difference. We're trying so hard. So this is another group that might be able or want to help in some way. So we're going to reach out to anyone and everyone, and Reagan's looking at grants and other opportunities too. We are so grateful for the money that we get, but know that there are more opportunities and different things that we want to do. So we're going to take advantage and try hard to
Nice.
Keep doing, yeah.
create our own magic. So
Yeah, I'm sure grant funding is probably very limited for the
It
types of
is,
programming that we offer here,
Yeah.
but these unique types of,
Opportunity.
potential partnership and funding opportunities are, I mean, it's great to get so creative and think outside of the box.
Well, and we're not opposed to doing any type of. I mean, if people, it's all about offering our community something that they want to do, but that is cost effective for them. It is
Yeah.
life is so expensive right now,
Yeah.
and if we can curb some of that and let families have experiences that they might not otherwise have because they can't afford it.
Well, some of the nonprofits have been talking to some of the other nonprofits, trying to suggest that they donate to the various departments like community center, recreation, or counseling, whatever they feel comfortable with. And they thought it was a good idea, so I don't know how many are gonna come through, but people are talking it up.
That's great.
well,
Yeah,
we
that's
appreciate
great.
it. And we do take suggestions. I know that the slime program came from the
love
suggestion
that,
box, and there is the talk that's coming up.
The Wampanoag,
Yes.
Anawan Wheaton is going to be
Yeah.
Wheaton is going to be
That
coming.
came from a
Yeah.
citizen who said, I saw this, you should get it.
Yeah.
We partnered. That's the other thing we're doing a lot of, trying to partner.
Yeah.
Partnering with the health department, and partnering with COA, partnering with recreation, partnering. If you even look in our direction, we're going to say, what can we do with you? So,
Reagan, did you have that program from the national parks?
Oh, he's yes,
Is
he's
that
on.
done?
Yeah,
coming up.
It's coming up.
Coming
Yep.
Yeah.
He's
Already
got 3
scheduled, booked.
sessions booked. He was here today to do a dry run with me.
That's smart.
Yeah, I'll go through all the programs. I'm
Okay,
very
good.
excited.
Yeah, good
He
thing.
is. I am.
Yeah, he'll do a nice job.
Yes.
He knows his job.
I'm already planning my RV trip.
Nice.
I was
Sounds good.
asking too, see? So we're very excited to have been asked by the Mid Cape Men's Group, and we're hoping that we can give them information and forge some partnerships.
That's
So
awesome. Okay, next is the garden gift.
I don't know if any of you watched, but at the select board meeting, we received a gift of $5,000 for the Rose Garden,
Nice.
which will help us so much. You all know we had a lovely volunteer before, who was just incredible. She was here every day, and for health reasons, she needed to stop doing that. It has been a huge void. So to be able to have some money that will make the garden look
Beautiful.
like
It's beautiful,
needs
yeah.
to. So we are so grateful, so grateful for that gift and really appreciate it. It helps with the budget too,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
gonna,
And the art always did look nice. It really did when
Yeah.
you come in. Nice job. It was nice with the snakes and the
oh,
things that go in the rock garden. Those were really pretty. Okay, any questions? And are we gonna get a thank you note out to the, for our gift?
yes, and
Thank
one comes from the town administration, and we also send a handwritten one as well.
Thank you very much.
Just, I should have mentioned that in your packet, you will see that Reagan put together a lovely letter because people have been asking about opportunities and what they can do. And so we just put down some of the things that we do. The community spaghetti suppers, the classes and workshop with the Harwich Junior Theater, our boutique. We are a Grab-A-Bow program. These are just a handful that we just pulled out just to highlight what we do. And this year, we are excited that we are going to changing up Halloween. I know that the recreation department had decided they wanted to take the lead in a whole different direction.
okay.
So we're going to support them wanting to take that on. And we're going to do a little candy corner the week before, and we're going to have kids come in and they're going to make crafts with candies, and then they'll get to keep the crafts and the candies, and of course we'll have candy here, but we won't be doing our stations because recreation is going to be
Gonna do
running
it.
something
Okay,
different. So
You still want costumes?
we support.
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
we're going to try
Yeah, I'm
and
gonna put
actually make that event much bigger.
And there'll
because-
be a bin in the community center lobby for anybody that wants to drop off donations.
It's not gonna be a car ride around again.
They will not. No.
It's mentioned in the letter, though, isn't it?
It is, and that letter was written before
Okay, got it.
we had
Decided,
assessed.
so-
So
So we're gonna put our new thing in there.
yeah.
Good.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But I just gave you that as an example.
Yeah.
And see, it was like an insert, not to go out, it's just a copy.
yeah, it's just a template.
Yeah,
Which is
nice.
still nice, very nice.
So, thank you.
Good job, guys. Okay, now we're up to the director's update. Are you all set?
So my update is that there are so many things that we're working on right now, including cleaning the basement and organizing. I know I said how important it is for me to keep the building open. I don't want anyone to misunderstand. I 2000% support the town clerk in having the building closed for the presidential election. It is not feasible to do
Yeah,
it.
it'll be a Zoom.
I was talking about smaller events, so I didn't want anyone
Yeah.
to
Right.
misunderstand what I was saying.
No, that's
I've told you about the events that we're going to, where we are with the budget. I think the newsletter is attached for you. I don't know if you all get it sent to you, but if you don't, please feel free to sign up, and that's for the public as well. We will email it right to you. We do print copies, and we started putting copies over in Town Hall. That came as a request, so happy to send it to anyone, chamber, and we have copies made here for people, but that's it.
great. It's a nice,
Good.
you've done a good job. And you've influenced the Council on Aging, because they've also upgraded their newsletter too. So I loved it, because they're both very cheerful, readable and
Yes.
cheerful, and, right, it's great.
I love the picture on this one. Sam took that picture. What a great picture,
Wow.
wasn't it? The sky
But
was
she's
just
good.
beautiful.
She is good.
She is good.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, any questions on the newsletter?
Great job.
Okay. Update events, Reagan?
All right, I will just quickly go through what we have scheduled for September and October. We are really trying to plan as far out as possible. We've gone into March. I'm not going to share all of them with you yet, but I can quickly go over what we have for what we started with in September and what we have on tap for October rather. So the Sound Dunes were here for September 5th. Always a really great turnout. We had about 70 people. It was packed. Light refreshments, dancing. The Sound Dunes do an incredible job. It was a lot of fun. It kind of felt like the kickoff to fall.
Yeah.
So speaking of partnering up, on September 19th, we have partnered up with the Council on Aging and the Health Department, and they're going to be doing a canning 101 workshop demonstration. It's not going to be, people aren't going to actually be doing the canning, but they'll be getting instructed on how to do the canning from 10 to 11 on September 19th. And then on starting September 20th, there is the kickoff to a 3-part session series with John Lamberti, who will be talking about his his road trip in an RV through the national parks. And he has done 3 amazing presentations, slideshows to music. He's going to show you how to map out such a trip if you wanted to take one yourself. So it's entertaining and it's going to be educational. Like I said, I've already started taking notes to plan my next RV trip by myself.
Incidentally, he left his wife at home when he did all
I
that.
will.
He was gone for 3 months.
Yeah, and I've gotten to preview some of these slideshows. They're really cool.
Really beautiful.
You feel like you're there.
Wow.
And like I said, he put them to music. They're phenomenal. Registration is required. It's always nice to know how many seats we need to have ready. So September, I skipped a date, I'm sorry, the evening of September 19th, the Women's Chorus Concert will be taking place at 4:30 in the multipurpose room. This is a free concert, including music by Gordon Lightfoot and other Canadian composers.
And this is our first time partnering with them, so
Yep.
we're excited. Again,
which is
someone
nice.
reaches out, we're gonna try.
Yep. September 24th. So this is actually really cool, and this has been happening more and more lately. So the Cape Cod Nordic group comes and has meetings here and hosts their own private events here. They're doing a talk on September 24th, and at the end of their talk, Marathon Sports is coming and doing foot measuring to help people properly know what kind of footwear to purchase. And they have been so pleased with the community center, they've offered to open it up, to partner with us to open it up to the public. So all you need to do, it's September 24th from 3:30 to 5. All you have to do is register on through there's a scan code. We've posted it all over the website. It's on Facebook. We have flyers. So they do ask that you register so Marathon Sports knows how many people to expect. But I thought that was really cool that they approached us to do that.
That's good.
Another partnership with the COA and Health Department is the Spice It Up workshop on September 26th. The workshop will focus on the art of drying and cooking with spices to enhance your dishes. It's a great fall workshop. And backed by popular demand on the 27th is slime making. I can sign you up if you want to.
Oh, I'm tempted. All ages are welcome.
Yes.
100%. Yep. And there will be also another RV talk at the end of September, which will bring us into October. And I'll quickly go down the list. Sam has almost completed all of the flyers. I do have some here if anybody wants to see them. But on October 3rd, Anawan Wheaton, this is I think I'm saying his name, Whedon,
yeah.
is going to be doing a presentation at the historical journey through the Mashpee Wampanoag tribe. I heard it's very interactive, and we're really excited. This is also a partnership. The COA is doing this with us. So this will be on Thursday at 4 o'clock, October 3rd, from 4 to 5. We are asking people to sign up for this as well because we anticipate it's going to be a large turnout. October 4th will be the last of the 3-part series for the RV road trip event. We're also doing our youth and teen clothing swap, which we did last year.
That same day.
It's going to be on the same day as the
I'm not
yep.
complaining.
No,
I just wanted...
it's October 4th.
Yeah. teen swap.
We made a couple changes to it based on last year. It was a very popular event, but did not feel we really gave a long enough period of time for people to come because between sports and homework and getting out of school. So it's going to be from 2:30 to 8.
And is it just clothing that you want to swap, or did you want other things
It
donated
can be clothing, backpacks. It can be hats, sweater. Like my sweater's clothing. Accessory. I have the list right here.
It's on the flyer.
Yes. So backpacks, hats, jewelry, scarves, bags, hair accessories, all in good condition. Obviously, no undergarments or swimwear. Shoes are definitely accepted. I know shoes were a very popular thing last year. The only thing that I am asking is that we limit it to 10 donated items. I still have a lot of clothes left from last year's swap, even though we gave out a lot.
Yeah.
People tend to just drop bags and bags off.
Yeah.
But if 10 items or less, and then they can drop them off here, starting September 3rd to October 3rd during open business hours, they'll get a voucher. They come back on the day of the swap with the voucher, and they can shop.
I just wanted to mention one, Callista Rimondino.
Yeah.
Her married name is Pond now. Oh, she owns Sativa and
Yes.
Soul. Is that my saying?
Soul.
She emailed me about the Harwich Children's Fund to see if we wanted any of the extra clothing that they were trying to get rid of, and I said, well, why don't you contact the high school first, because I don't sure what kids, I said, as opposed to me go down and grab it and the kids don't like it. So I don't know if she even bothered. She already made a donation to the family pantry, but you might want to call a Callista and say if there's anything extra, those are brand new. Yeah, I wish I had thought of it as soon as she said it to me.
What was the other one? Sativa.
Sativa.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah. That's really nice clothing.
It was again, it was a very big turnout last year. We only had it for I think 2 or 3 hours.
Okay.
And
People were waiting to get in.
yeah, it was and people asked for us to do it again for it to come back. So we're gonna have it open for a little bit longer.
Was there anything that you needed to buy that you thought you needed to bring in there? Or was everything you used just was donated?
Everything was donated.
Okay, so you didn't need anything to purchase?
I didn't know. Nothing was purchased. No.
Did you see something that was like missing though, that the kids could have used? Why am I yelling?
You said the shoes were pretty popular, right?
Shoes were popular. I do remember getting rid of a lot of shoes.
Yes, I'm trying to think what else.
Sweatshirts are always popular.
Yes.
T-shirts, sweatshirts.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send you a note and then you can tell me if there's something you think you need that might be missing. Maybe we could make some donations of some of those things.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you.
Is that what your committee does?
Yeah, if we can help, if it's going to kids.
Kids.
So I'm saying, like, if she knew she was missing
Do you want one?
Right.
I don't think I gave
sweatshirts or
you one of
something,
those.
maybe we could get
That's
some
from the
and bring them
proceeds
in.
of the circus.
Yeah.
Proceeds of the circus, you help the kids in town.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
we want everything going back to the kids.
Yeah.
And you do a great event toward the end of the year for the holiday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
coming up too.
Santa,
Yeah, that's coming up for,
You can take that. Angie,
thank
if you
you.
want. So we're also doing. I skipped something that happens all month, which is guess the candy corn. Our favorite guess the
I've never
something.
Yeah, me either.
I eat a lot of it, but
I don't know if you all remember last spring animal control and we partnered up with animal control and did a series of talks. She's coming back.
great.
We're gonna do some more talks. We're gonna provide dinner at some of these talks. The first one she's gonna do is October 11th following, September is Emergency Preparedness Month. And she's gonna do an emergency preparedness pet talk on October 11th. October 17th will be our Halloween boutique from 5 to 8.
What day, I'm sorry?
The 17th.
Boutique.
The boutique, yep. And we will start collecting donations for that today. And then, of course, October 25th, Carolyn already talked to you about the candy and crafts
Candy
for
corn.
Halloween.
Oh,
Yes.
Candy
right.
crafts.
Yeah.
You can come make something.
I know.
They're
I
cute.
think I got everything.
That's
Does I need to know
awesome.
what?
This is great.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. September 21st, there's the Emergency Preparedness Fair will be here in the gym. And
September
that's the health
21st.
department. Yep. Yeah, they've,
What time is that?
that is from 12
12
to
to
2, yeah. I don't have that flyer in here for some reason.
Oh, that's there.
Yeah, but I had a flyer for it.
Okay.
So I think, did I forget anything?
I don't think
I
so.
got everything.
All right, any questions
Nice.
for Reagan?
No, good, yeah.
Okay, and I also want to thank you very much for adding on another exercise class. The seniors were extremely excited on Wednesday. So thank you.
We're happy to do it, happy, as long as Jill was able
I
to
was
do
Oh,
it,
yeah.
we were
Thank Jill.
happy,
Oh,
yeah,
the little old ladies were happy,
it's great.
your mother and I.
Say, I know one of them very well. She was happy.
Okay, so thank you very much for doing that. The next one is building use.
I just wanted to mention the operation and building use both together. We are working with the health department again with the People's Fridge. It has just been relocated to the front area. It has been very, very, very popular, sadly, which means that there is a need for it.
Oh, yeah, neat, aren't they?
So we just had a meeting and we talked about it with the Council on Aging and the Chamber of Commerce, myself, and the Health Department. So we're putting together some ideas on how we can keep it filled and food in there for people. But this is a great program that the Health Department does. We're happy to have it here. I do think it is a place that it is meeting a lot of needs from a senior all the way through exactly what the community center was meant, whether it's some young person who stops here before they go to school, which we see, or some of the seniors who try and take a little something for a meal at night. And so it's a excellent program, and I know that there'll be more information to come. She's hoping to get a freezer program too, and there were fresh vegetables and silly us, we posted. By the time we posted, it was minutes, which
How does it work, Carolyn?
it works
Yeah,
exactly.
but what's the process? If I wanna do something, what do I?
You would contact the health department.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay,
So
you just can't come down, put something in the fridge?
no, you can't, because they have to regulate it.
yeah,
They-
yeah.
So they work with places like Capabilities and Subway donated, and
nice.
they some of the supermarkets
So you
got
have to
them a
go through the
grant.
health department?
Yep, you just
tell
call
them
them.
exactly what you wanna
Or
donate?
what you want to do, yes,
and
or
then
yeah.
you bring it down here?
They'll tell you the directions.
Oh,
I don't.
okay, all right.
I just see the other end. I see
Yeah.
I see the fridge full and people coming in, and it's lovely. It's
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 needed.
been great. It's been great to meet that need, so we appreciate them. The other thing is a young gentleman, an Eagle Scout, reached out to see an Eagle Scout candidate. Pardon me. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I'm sure he will get it.
Yeah.
We're rooting for him. Reached out and wanted to help here at the community center, which
awesome.
this is not the first time that we have partnered with the Scouts to help somebody achieve that. So we're looking forward to, Reagan's been in touch, so we're gonna set him up, and we're hoping he wants to come on Slime Day and help do some of that.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
This project to get the merit badge.
There's a few different things. He has to do
My
a
son is
chunk
an
of
Eagle Scout.
hours, and so you know, so
That's a good thing.
yeah, we're
Yeah,
happy.
it's
We're
really
happy
cool.
that they
Yeah.
wanna be
We
here.
got a great reception at the select board maybe a
Yeah.
month
Oh, with
ago.
Robin, yeah,
Yeah.
yes,
Great.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Right.
so they were cleaning up the cemetery in Hoxton.
yeah, and
They
we
found one of my great grandfathers.
Oh,
I
good
like
Wow.
it.
Yeah.
wow.
Check it out, the history.
Well, we're gonna clean out the basement. I'll let you know if anything down there. I think that's all that we have. My only other thing I wanted to let you know is that on your next meeting, I will not be here, but please don't change. Reagan she can certainly do everything and tell you everything you need to know.
We're gonna miss you.
Yeah.
I will miss all of you, but I'll be back. And I think, did you have something that you wanted?
I did, but when maybe Ange goes
sorry.
around the room, how's
Okay.
that?
Oh, sorry.
Look at that.
Okay, any other questions first for Carolyn before we start going around the room?
I'm good.
Okay, all right, let's go around the room. Thoughts, comments?
Nothing additional from me, thank you.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good,
You're good,
very
you're
good. Yep.
I had one, and it's to update our web page, the committee's web page on the town website, to reflect the officers, you know, that Carolyn's your vice president, whatever. And also the meeting time is shown, I think, as in the morning. Is that right, Carolyn?
Probably, that was
10
from years
o'clock?
ago, yeah.
Yeah, we used to meet in the morning.
And I'm glad to contact Jamie to do it.
I don't know who does it, but I'm gonna find out
That's
for
what
you.
I,
Yeah,
well, that's what
okay.
I've done in the past.
Okay, well, you have that relationship, I will let you.
Yeah.
Good
Thank
job,
you.
Chris.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah,
Thanks for noticing it.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm one of those.
Good.
It's good, somebody has to have an attention to
Yes,
detail.
this is good.
Yeah.
Okay, now, yeah, I'm sorry.
No,
I've
I've talked,
Anything to add? Okay.
appreciate you all.
And yeah, we appreciate everybody and all of your
Good
hard
job,
work and
all
the
of
time that your people are putting in. So thank you to everybody. So, we're getting ready to adjourn. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Second?
Voted? All in
Aye.
favor? Aye. Meeting is officially adjourned at,
You can't vote.
Yes. I can vote.
4:21.
I forgot to say yes.